Okay, so hi everyone, and welcome back to the Digital Nomad World Weekly Lecture. I'm Becca, and today I will be speaking with Antony, one of the co-founders of Remotecamp. So welcome, Antony.
Hi, Becca. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Um,
I met you before. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's good to see you again. So firstly, I just want you to tell the audience a little bit about yourself. So I'm going to firstly ask you, where are you from
Cool.
and where are you currently calling from?
Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, originally I'm from Russia. So I spent most of my years, I think. But right now I'm in Brazil, Florianopolis. Yeah, and just like every every month I'm from different countries usually. So right now I'm in Florianopolis.
Nice. That's awesome. So I'm going to start by asking you to tell everyone a little bit about your work. So can you give a small
Cool.
introduction to Remotecamp?
Cool. Yes, for sure. With pleasure, I can share all information about Remote Camp because this is awesome project, and I believe it's the future of travel industry in general. So basically, I never been a digital nomad. More like 1 year and a half ago, I never experienced this lifestyle. So for me, it was like really fresh start. The fresh start, not only my career, but everything what I experienced right now. And why I start to be digital nomad and why I start remote camp, it's really they have the same like reason. Initial trigger, even I can say. So for last 5 years, I do travel startups. I am working for IT companies and do my own startups. And 1 year and a half when pandemic started, I was in charge of one travel startup, and as all we know, like people said not travel anymore, like most of the people, like 99%. So it was a challenge for me to discover what I can do and what is going to be like the next big project, next big idea. So I started to communicate with different people around, and they kind of show me that this is a trend, this is a future trend that people will work remotely. So that time, I do remember it was August 2020. I didn't know about digital nomad, as I told you, and I didn't know what's the problem and challenges they faced. So I built a group of people with who we apply for hackathon, and we start to learn about digital nomad movement in general. What kind of problems they have, and we learned like two, to be honest, the biggest problem. One of them is with luggage, with all the stuff, how to store waste, how to take care about luggage and all this shit, because it's like kind of a big problem. Another one is loneliness. Like people really, when they travel, they usually travel alone. Most of the nomads, or people who work remotely, they do it at their own homes. They don't really communicate with people, so they feel they kind of separate from all other parts of the world, right? So, and we said, okay, why we cannot group them together and do something with it? So we start first camp in Turkey, 2020, was like October probably. Yeah, it was October. So we bring these people. We didn't have like website, we didn't have anything really at the time. And for 1 week, we group this awesome people together in really awesome villa in Turkey. I think it was, yeah, it was south of Turkey's Kash city of the what's the neighborhood, the region, Antalya. Yeah, Antalya.
Yeah.
And it was like really wonderful 3 weeks or 1 month. The time it was like 3 weeks probably. Really wonderful time. So this not only helped me to understand this like really good idea and this really future of travel industry, but at the same time we help people to learn more about themselves, what they want, to understand about work-life balance, because before they work remotely, as I did before, they didn't know how to manage time. They didn't know how to do sport, I know, rest and work at the same time, or like they don't know even how to communicate with people. This was also a challenge, because we not really teach them, but we did like group sessions, so people like shared their experience and knowledge with each other. So this was really awesome experience. This for like in my life. I never tried even before. I never participated in any other retreats, and yeah, for me it was like just vacation usually. So then I start to understand this like nomad lifestyle is the future, and I start to do it on a regular basis. So next become like Egypt, after Albania, Macedonia, Bulgaria, Bosnia, and so on. So yeah, and now I'm in Brazil, and now we're going to build another camp here. Basically, that's how it starts.
Awesome. So I guess with the first camp, it was all digital nomads there. How long did you stay in Turkey for?
It was just for 3 weeks, and to be honest, nobody from the first camp weren't digital nomads. Nobody. So it's just remote workers who never experienced this. Maybe one girl. Okay, maybe one girl. She was kind of participating in this kind of lifestyle before, but all of them are as me as an organizer of this camp. Also, we never experienced this kind of lifestyle before. So for us, it was like really new experience.
And so I guess since you did the first one in Turkey, you've been running them since. Do you
Sure.
get the same people returning, or are you finding new? Because you have a website and you've kind of built up the branding now. Like, how has that impacted your, I guess, the people joining?
Sure. We developed the project, like we faced like a lot of challenges, and we like develop through each camp different program for different market, for different clients, and like we're not really stuck in one place as like other people, other competitors do. They stuck in one place, and they try to develop them like the best camp in this area. We try to move each month to completely different country, which we don't know anything yet. And we learn from this experience like really a lot. And yeah, we have retention. Some people stay with us like for more than 1 month, for 2 months, for 3 months, or they come back like after a couple of months. But usually it's like completely new people, and I really like this idea that it's not only a business, it's more about we learn from each other. So I can share my experience, I can help them achieve their goals, and they can also learn from my experience. And what I want to say, it's like we try to build now not just remote camp, we try to build a tour operator for digital nomads, so everyone can build the same camps. So we try to share our knowledge, our best tips, and best practices, what we learned from this experience for the last 1.5 years. We collaborate with other digital nomads, other organizer and host of such similar events, and help a community grow bigger, and help like our I think the main goal, primary goal, is help all people who work remotely now to become a digital nomad. So this is main goal of this I think this business, this company.
So in some ways it's almost an introductory into the concept of someone who maybe is already remote working but perhaps working from home. It's like introducing them to the idea of working in a new country. True.
Yeah, it's not only about introduction of a new country. It's more about introduction, how even possible to manage work and travel. Because like as I told you before, I never thought about this is really possible. Like for me, it was like two separate activities, like travel and work. And now, okay, fine. Like right now, I work here to do it in Brazil, and yeah, it's like 100 meters from me. It's like ocean, so I can go and surf. So this is like completely new reality and new world. This is what I love about this.
Yeah, that's fantastic. What would you say the biggest things are? So like if I was to join you on one of your trips,
Sure.
what things would I gain from it? Or what kind of things do you offer?
Sure. I think the most important value what we provide is like-minded people, because we not really try to get people to just stay together and live together. No, this is not like, it's part of this. We try to solve this problem of this organization and help people to find the best comfortable place to stay and work and travel, so they don't really need to worry about anything else and just focus on their work. But most important is the people, because I believe we not really travel anymore for like a place just to see like new buildings or like history. It's like, it's not so important like it was before. So we travel because of people, because we want to be around really nice people who share the same interests, and we want to like feel comfortable in this surrounding. So be first safe, right? So we try to also organize safe environment so you can do what you really like. So it's like as an example, if you IT developer, you don't need to be around the people who party, because you will be uncomfortable in this stage. So we try to bring people together who share the same values, the same interests. So it will be the same people who love this, do the same activities even, and feel really comfortable and safe. So you can express your own desires, what you want to do. Like if you want to do, I don't know, like not surfing, but maybe cooking, right? So you can express it. You can say like, yeah, or fashion design, whatever, like whatever you want, but you're in really safe environment. This is the first value. The second value is we try to help you to release this, your desires, what you really want. Because most of the people, they don't really answer themselves what they want. They just travel as other people travel, and they go, they like as other travelers go, like for example, like surf. Okay, we go all to surf, but maybe I hate surf. So we try to help you to understand what you really like. And it's not like we push you, it's like more about like we help you to try new stuff, and to encourage you, to support you. So this is also, it's first safety, and second is like help you to release your desires. And last, but is really important as well, value is we help people because they all live together, do activities together. So because like some people want to party now, some people want to work, some people want to like cook something. So we try to not make it uncomfortable when people like live or work together, and make it more I think like simple, so people really enjoy to be together. So they want to like, yeah, as an example, like the best example, and it's happening in Egypt when a group of people, they not only overcome the challenges, but they also become like really good friends after. So they like even still now they have friendship group in Telegram. They can communicate with each other. So yeah, probably the value behind of this main value is like to find really good friends, I can say.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. If you go through an experience, if it's challenging or even if it's just fun, sharing that with someone is really valuable. And I think having a community that you get to do those things with is a very different experience to if you were solo traveling.
For sure.
Not that solo traveling is bad, it's just very different having the community to kind of have those experiences with.
Yeah. But again, I can say this experience, it's not that like you always in a group, right? So we help you to be yourself. So if you want to have like time with yourself, it's fine, it's totally fine. This is what you want, so we try to help you, so you don't need to be in a group all the time. It's not like we push people to stay together and do something together. No, it's like it's everyone try to help them what they really want. Okay, if people want to be in a group right now, fine. If it's people want to be separate and be like alone, it's totally fine. It's just like you need to answer yourself what you want. This,
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. And the best way to learn is to share with others and kind of talk about experiences.
sure, sure.
So you mentioned that you try to, I guess, get people with similar interests on board. Is there like an application process to join the trips? Like, do you have kind of themes for each one?
Because we now move from just to be a host of remote camps to become a platform where everyone can create their own camps or retreats or whatever programs. So they should be in charge of application process. We can just recommend what's best to ask before people group together and travel together. So in our case, in our camps, it's happens that we ask people to communicate before they apply to the program. So they meet each other, they learn from each other something, so they can ask questions about each other, about the learn, like how they work, how they like to live together, like with other people. So yeah, we try to ask this kind of questions. But for now, it's not really important because we kind of understand it through communication with people. So we just communicate with them through just our onboarding process. So they fill the form, and through this kind of information, we kind of already know most of the important answers or interests what we need to know. But we are in an early stage startup, right? So we just like 1.5 years. Yeah, we achieved some results, but we still develop this program. We even still develop our methodology, how to communicate with people like in a group. We really attract really good like in people with from the science area to help us to make it even better. So yeah, but we're still in development.
What would you say the minimum time is like needed as a group to really kind of like have a meaningful experience? Like, how long do you think is a minimum, or what is the optimum time to spend with the community to kind of bring these values out?
Yeah, but it's a great question, to be honest, because we play with dates and try to understand the best time to make like meaningful and I think resourceful program for everyone. And I think for now, less than 3 weeks is not really meaningful. People like just for one first week in a new place, they try to settle down, try to find comfortable place, how to work, where to eat, like all this, like try to learn from each other. So first week is kind of, you don't really learn from this experience, just you try to settle everything. But the second week is important, where you start to introduce yourself, start to learn from this experience. And I think the third week is even more important, because now when you already learned this technique, you applied them to your own lifestyle. And yeah, probably I cannot say for whole my team, but for me, I think 3 weeks is enough. But again, like to get this experience in a new way, like that you learn and make be even create new habits in your life. I think that's even 4 weeks. It must be like 4 weeks, probably, because like you cannot really do it for 3 weeks. Okay, it depends probably in country and the size of the group.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is my answer.
What would you say the optimum group size is? Like, what is a
Yeah, yeah,
good number?
yeah. I knew that you will ask me this question. Okay, um, I can answer this really like in a new way, because usually I answer this question differently, but now I learned something from IT technology, from technology side. In IT companies, they have like kind of term like Scrum group, where it's like seven and from 5, 6 to I think 9 people, and this is probably the best size of the group. More than 10 people, it's already mess, and people divide into 2 separate groups as they do separate activities. It's possible, but you need like have more hosts, so it's possible just to have like 2 groups and they like travel together, but they don't really necessarily live together, or they don't really do activities together. But I think the best number is like from 7 to 9 people. Yeah, I can say, because less is also like 4 people. It's possible, but you not really learn a lot from each other. And more than 10 is hard to manage. So yeah, some people will stay silent and will not release their own emotions or like what they want. So basically 7 to 10.
Yeah, that's interesting. So we've started getting in some questions from the audience. The first one is, how do you deal with participants who don't really get along?
It's happened a couple of times with us, for different reasons, to be honest. And it was not language barrier. It was not really about characters. It's more about personal, probably it's not desires. I don't know how to explain. They want something different, so they not really tell us about this at front. So I can give you an example. One girl, it was in Egypt camp. She told before that she want to work as all people, and they want to like learn and explore Egypt. But just one day before we all went to Egypt, she fired. Like she was fired, and probably she quit her job. Like I'm not sure, but she now cannot work really. So she tried to do something completely different, like party all the time. So she was kind of kind of hard to manage her lifestyle with all other group. But it was not really a big problem, because first what we try to help all people to achieve what they really want. So it's just important to manage common areas, or people not really conflict with each other. So like when people party, other people want to sleep. So this is really a problem. Yeah, but we help her like occupy her time. We help her to find like so that she doesn't really need to focus on party, because it's just her way to avoid thinking about job, like to find a new job. So we help her like through just conversations, through communications, that like, yeah, it's possible to find her like meaningful activities, and don't forget about party as well. So, and she helped us to whole group party. So she helped like to find like good activities everywhere. So it was good for whole group. And at the same time, all other group helped her to find herself, what is her next step, where she want to apply her skills and her experience and knowledge. So whole group helped her like one by one about like what they know about like CV, how to create CV, how to apply for job. And this was beneficial for both sides. So this is just one example, but I think just through conversation, we help people to find what they really want, because it's not like, I don't believe people want to just fight with each other or be toxic, right? So they want something, but they don't know how to express this. This is
Mm-hmm.
what I think.
Yeah, and I guess as well, if you're all living together for the month or 2 months, then in some ways you kind of have to talk about these things rather than
True.
kind of let them get to you. You can't just walk away from them. I guess that's
Sure.
part of the
Exactly.
community, which is nice. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's good. Um, the next question is, how do you find an appropriate place for working and living? What are some of the issues you try to look out for?
It's a good question. It depends. Like now we built our camp in 10 countries, so 11, 10 countries, yeah. And it different from country to country. Like I can say like in Turkey, it's really simple and easy to find good accommodation. It's really simple, it's really cheap. So yeah, and the same in Bulgaria and Bansko. In some seasons, it's really easy and really cheap to find. In other places, really hard. For example, Macedonia, it was really hard at that exact time because we choose Ohrid, and when we went to Ohrid, it was like, yeah, sorry, we don't have any space. Sorry, like that all. So this was really challenge for me. And no, in Albania was fine, in Serbia was fine, but in some countries it's in the Portugal. In Portugal it was really hard because it's really expensive there. This is also we try to deal with the situation in some places now. It's really popular for nomads. Everyone go there. So basically, that's why we travel from one place to another, because we not try to build only one like the good camp is this like villa or whatever. We learn about like the whole market. We learn about like people on the side and like locals who can help us to find this accommodation. So now in each country we know like at least 10 good places to set up camps, and we know like a lot of real estate agency who help us to do this. So this is what again like we instead of create just our own camps, we try to help other people to build their own camps. So we can help them with our expertise, with our connections, so for free, so they can start to do this. Like we want to like make this movement bigger, right? This all digital nomadism. So yeah, we still have some issues, but we first come to the place, we learn about the place, we learn about like locations, the best locations, like with like cafe, restaurants, bars, like local communities. We also make cross connections with all locals, and we if we understand that it's not really good place to build a camp there, so we try to find something else. So we try to move to another city or to another country, like probably close by. Or as it's happened in Macedonia, for example, we try to organize this community. We try to organize and help them. So now, for example, it's not really good place to go as a digital nomad, just maybe travel or like yourself. But later, probably in 1 year, it would be like awesome, because we now help like digital nomad Macedonia, startup Macedonia, and local co-working space to build and grow this community. So later it's going to be really good, and we help them like to even build villas, like co-living spaces for other digital nomads. So, and the same happened in many other places. So we kind of monitor this place, these locations, and we learn, okay, this is already good enough. So we have everything to build to start a new camp. Okay, cool, we can go there. So yeah, basically this is how we do and work with these locations.
Yeah, so I guess if you're going out and actually looking for places, you can really test the internet and check all those things to make sure.
Yeah, basically we do it in advance, right? So this internet is like it's possible again, like almost in every location we have locals who can help us, who test internet in advance, so we know what is like current limits right now in this area. So we can have Zoom call and like just chat and talk and test. That's it.
And what would you say have been your biggest challenges with, I guess, setting up and creating Remotecamp?
I think this is easy, to be honest. I never thought it before when I start, but later I understand the biggest challenge is it's not scalable. So it's really hard to build camp and make it another camp, and like organize and manage 2 camps, for example, in different countries. It's really hard because people come to me, like they don't really come to if I hire a person and promote this camp, they will come and they'll be dissatisfied with the, not quality, but probably lifestyle with this host offer. And the quality of the host is also really important, because it's really hard to find a friendly person who will be really responsible for everything, who will care really about like all participants. So that's what we do. We help like digital nomads who want to extra money, or who want to do this kind of activities, who want to live together in a group. They help them to become this kind of hosts and scale this kind of lifestyle and business. And at the same time, we help already current owners of the camps or the retreat program get clients, because they already have brands. They have like personal brand. So if you are, for example, a digital nomad designer, you can build your own design camp, and like I can bring you like clients, customers who interested in design, so you can do it together, so you can live together, you can share experience together, so you all again benefit from each other. Yeah, basically I think the main challenge is scalability.
Yeah, that's understandable. So I'm going to ask you one last question, because we're coming towards the end. What one piece of advice would you give to someone who's looking to become a digital nomad?
Cool. As from my personal experience, I think the biggest advice is just try. For me, it was really hard to make the first step, but it's changed the whole like my life, right? So, and like really, I don't know how I didn't come with this idea before. So it should just, you should try. You don't need to go to Brazil, for example. It's like too far, but you can just go to another another city, just like for a couple of weeks, couple of months, and just work and travel, not really travel, like do the same what you do now in your own home country. And this is really will change whole your life. So just try. I think this is my advice.
Yeah, I think that's a great piece of advice, especially because it can be a big leap or jump to make. So
sure.
Yeah. Sure. Well, thank you very much for joining me today, Antony, and thank you everyone for joining us. If anyone is interested in perhaps joining one of Antony's camps or wants to know more, where is best for them to head to?
Remotecamp.net. See.
Okay.
This is good. You can join us next month, 1st of March or 6th of March. It's going to be in Brazil. Yeah, but it's going to be not only us. Probably it's going to be next month more camps in different parts of the world. I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too. It sounds like lots of fun.
Cool.
So yeah, thank you once again. If anyone would like to join us next week, we'll be at the same time, 5 p.m. And I will be speaking with Luca Kenzik about creating tools for businesses to help them improve their customer service skills, I guess. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you there. And thanks again, Antony.
Okay, thank you, Becca. Thank you.
Take care.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.